The bright studio lights of CNN's special town hall meeting cast long shadows as Judge Judy SCREAMS sat across from Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. What started as a civil discussion about criminal justice reform was about to explode into the most shocking political confrontation of the year. Judge Judy, known for her no-nonsense approach and sharp tongue, had just heard something that made her blood boil. Her famous gavel wasn't in sight, but her finger was pointed directly at the young Texas Democrat. "You have no idea what you're talking about." Judge Judy's voice erupted across the studio, her face turning red with fury. 30 years on the bench, and I have to listen to this? But what happened next left everyone in the room completely speechless. Jasmine Crockett's response was so cold, so calculated, and so devastating that it not only silenced the legendary judge, but went viral worldwide within hours. Before we dive into this incredible showdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of these explosive political moments. Trust me, you're going to want to see how this ends. The tension in that CNN studio was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Two powerful women, separated by generations and completely different worldviews, were about to clash in a way that would reshape how America sees both judicial authority and political courage. At 81 years old, Judge Judy SCREAMS is more than just a TV personality. She's a cultural institution. For over 2 decades, her courtroom show dominated daytime television, making her one of the highest-paid people on TV with an annual salary that once reached $47 million. Her sharp wit, quick judgments, and famous catchphrases like, "Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining" made her a household name across America. But Judge Judy isn't just entertainment. She spent 25 years as a real judge in New York's family court system, handling over 20,000 cases before transitioning to television. Her reputation was built on being tough but fair, cutting through nonsense and delivering justice with a side of brutal honesty. She's someone who commands respect wherever she goes. However, at 81, some wonder if Judge Judy's old-school approach still fits in today's world. Her generation grew up believing in strict law and order, personal responsibility, and zero tolerance for excuses. She's never been one to back down from a fight, especially when she believes someone is disrespecting the justice system she's dedicated her life to serving. On the other side sat Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, a 43-year-old civil rights attorney, turned politician who represents Texas's 30th congressional district. Crockett didn't come from political royalty. She earned her way to Congress through hard work, legal expertise, and an unwavering commitment to fighting for justice. Before entering Congress in 2023, Crockett built her reputation as a fierce defense attorney and civil rights lawyer. She's not afraid of powerful people or intimidating situations. During her time in the Texas legislature, she made headlines for her passionate speeches about voting rights, criminal justice reform, and racial equality. What makes Crockett particularly dangerous in debates is her legal background. She knows how to build arguments, present evidence, and stay calm under pressure. She's also part of a new generation of black women in Congress who refuse to be silenced or intimidated by traditional authority figures. This wasn't just a debate between two individuals. It represented a fundamental clash between two visions of American justice. Judge Judy represents the old guard, tough on crime, personal accountability, and traditional judicial authority. Jasmine Crockett represents the new wave, criminal justice reform, addressing systemic racism, and questioning outdated approaches to law and order. The topic that brought them together was supposed to be a straightforward discussion about criminal justice reform on CNN's special town hall. But what was really on the line was much bigger. Whose vision of justice would resonate with the American people? Could the legendary Judge Judy maintain her authority when challenged by a skilled attorney-turned-politician? Or would Jasmine Crockett prove that the new generation of leaders won't be intimidated by old-school authority? With millions of viewers watching live and social media ready to amplify every moment, both women knew this conversation could define their legacies. Neither was planning to back down. The CNN town hall started normally enough. Host Anderson Cooper introduced both women with respect, outlining their impressive credentials. The first few questions about criminal justice reform were handled professionally, with both Judge Judy and Jasmine Crockett presenting their viewpoints clearly. The trouble began when Anderson Cooper asked about sentencing disparities in drug crimes. Jasmine Crockett, speaking with the confidence of someone who's represented countless clients in the system, began explaining how mandatory minimum sentences disproportionately affect Black and brown communities. "The data is clear," Crockett said, looking directly into the camera. "We have a two-tiered justice system, where a young Black man with a small amount of marijuana gets years in prison, while wealthy white defendants get probation for much more serious crimes." Judge Judy's eyes narrowed. Her fingers drummed on the table, a warning sign anyone